Hello, Bob here from Silver Fox Fitness. Today's workout is all about body pain relief exercises. The owl is an exercise that addresses the neck and the shoulders. Take your hand, put it on the opposite shoulder, push your fingers into the back and your palm into the front and squeeze the shoulder ridge. Give it a good squeeze. We need blood in that area because we're going to gently and slowly move our head into the squeeze and hold it there for about 10 seconds. Keep pushing with your fingers and your palm, squeezing the shoulder ridge. Then slowly bring your head back to neutral and then look away from the squeeze. And when we work our neck like this, we do everything super slow. If there's any pain, make sure you back out of the pain. Back to center and then look up. Back to center and 10 seconds of looking down, chin to chest. Keep the squeeze. Good. Shake out the arms, switch sides, cup the shoulder ridge, push your fingers into the ridge of your shoulder and the palm into the front part. Give it a good squeeze and then slowly look into the squeeze. And then back to neutral and then look away from the squeeze. And then look up. And then down. And relax. Part 2, just take our shoulders and bring them up to our earlobes. Hold it there. After 10 seconds or so, push them back as far back as you can go. Squeeze those shoulder blades together in the back. And then push your straight arm palms down into the floor. Sit up tall. Bring your shoulders down. Good work. The swim has 3 parts to it. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to just take our arms and pretend we're in the water and we're doing the front crawl. Let's try to reach way out and way back and roll our shoulders as we do the front crawl. Right? We're reaching for lots of water with our hands and pulling it back. Then every once in a while we have to take a breath, so we do a little rotation. And if you're a swimmer and you do the front crawl a lot, you might want to switch sides when you breathe. So let's rotate the other way. You get really good at this, you can breathe on one side and then the other side, back and forth like that. Good. Let's slow down here and do the backstroke. We're going to roll our shoulders, reach up nice and high and grab that water in the back and pull it forward. And of course, we're kicking our legs and we're doing the backstroke. Good work. Really reach back there. And then the last part to the swim is the breaststroke. You reach way out in the water, bring your palms back. Notice my arms are at 90 degrees at the elbow. Reach way out, pull the water back. Lots of muscles in that shoulder area, the trapezius, the big one that envelops your shoulder and goes into your neck. Your deltoids. There's a deltoid at the front of your shoulder, the back of your shoulder, and on the side of your shoulder, and it's attached with tendons to that bone in your arm. You don't want to have any rotator cuff problems. The swim. The bird dog works the upper back and the lower back. There are these little tiny muscles that start in your low back and they cross over your vertebrae and go all the way up to the base of your skull. They're called multifidus muscles. They're a core muscle and they provide lots of stability for your spine. So without anything to hold on to, we're just going to take one leg. I think I'll take maybe this one closest to the camera, bring it back and put my toe down so it's straight and I'm balancing on my toe, standing up nice and tall. Take the opposite arm, bring it straight up, and then turn the palm facing away. Take this arm, bring it straight out to the side, and take the palm facing back. So one arm straight to the side, one arm straight overhead, and the opposite leg is straight behind, and I'm balancing on my toe. Then I push my palms away, but I don't move my arms. Try to keep my arms where they were at the beginning and just push the palm away. So it's kind of like an isometric move up there, and I'm balancing with my straight leg on my toe, and I'm holding it for 10 seconds. Relax everything. I'll turn it this way so you can just see. So this leg goes back, it's straight, balancing on my toe. My upper body is pretty vertical. Take the opposite arm, bring it straight up and turn the palm away. Take the arm on the side of the leg that's back, straight out, palm away, and then I push my palms as I stand nice and tall and keep my leg that's at the back there nice and straight and stiff. And I just breathe comfortably for 10 seconds and relax. One more time on each side. So, leg closest to the camera here, straight back, up on my toe. Upper body is vertical, opposite arm is straight up. Turn the palm away, and push with my palms. Tighten everything up in my arms, my shoulders, my back, and my leg. Breathe comfortably and relax after 10 seconds. We're only doing it twice because this is not easy. And you'll feel it everywhere in your spine. So that leg is straight, balancing on my toe. Opposite arm is nice and tall and vertical, palm facing away. This arm is out like that, palm facing back, and push with my palms. Breathe comfortably, tighten my legs, and you should feel it from your low back to your neck. And your arms and your shoulders and your legs, everything's getting a good workout here. You want that multifidus muscle or a series of muscles to be really strong to stabilize you so that you won't have any pain. We're going to do a few exercises for our hips and our low back. And we're going to do them on the floor. We're going to need a little pillow, whatever you've got, or maybe a rolled up towel to put under your neck to stabilize your head. You want your head to be in the right position as we work the low back and the hips. So I think I'll use this fancy one made out of rattan here. Put my head down on it. So I'm going to get down by getting on my side first. And then putting my head, neck on the pillow. Getting it in the right spot. Bending my legs and putting my feet flat. My arms are at my sides with my palms down. When I'm ready, I'm going to breathe in through my nose. And as I do that, my belly will get bigger because my diaphragm is pushing my organs down, making room for lots of space in my lungs. So I'm going to breathe in through my nose. And then as I exhale through my mouth, I'm going to suck my belly in and push my low back into the floor. I'm going to do pelvic tilt. So here I go. I breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Pushing my low back into the floor. Again. 2 more times, 2 more pelvic tilts. Don't forget to suck the belly button into the spine as you exhale. Good. Now, when I'm ready, I'm going to push the bottom of my feet into the rug, and I'm going to push my head into the pillow, and then I'm going to lift my hips up and get them as high as I can. Until I readjust my pillow there, keep my hands beside my body, pushing palms down, and lift my hips up, pushing with the bottom of my feet too. And after about 10 seconds, breathing comfortably, I'll lower my body down and have a little rest. Maybe I'll take another breath. Suck my belly button in, right? Okay, here I go. I push down with the bottom of my feet, push down with my head, and maybe my hands, and up I go. Get my hips up nice and high. I'm trying to keep my shoulders, my hip bone, and my knee in a straight line. I think I need to get my feet closer to my bum and lift my hips a little higher. There we go. Breathe comfortably. Hold it for 10 seconds. This works your hip area and your low back area. It's just called a bridge. And then down we go. I think I'll do it one more time, but I think I need another breath in through my nose and exhale through my mouth. Pushing my belly into my spine. Okay, I am ready. Push down with my feet, push down with my hands, push down with my head, and lift my hips. And breathe comfortably. Get them nice and high. That's it. Hold it there for 10. Breathe comfortably. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And after 10 seconds, lower your hips. Take one more breath. Suck my belly button to my spine as I exhale. And turn over. And sit up. The bridge. Well, since I'm down here, I might as well do the knee roll. This exercise is good for your posture, good for your balance, good for your knees, good for your hips and your thighs, good for your low back, good for your core. Oh my gosh. If you ever have any pain in any of those areas, do the knee roll. So again, I need something for my head. I got to get my cushion there underneath my neck. Arms are at my side again, except this time in a T. I'll put them out into a T. Palms down. And my legs are bent, but this time I want them up here so that they're at right angles at the knee, the legs are, and at the hips, right angles. And just hold it there. Let's take a deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. Again. Why? We want that diaphragm to be working. We want the diaphragm to push the organs down as we breathe in so that we get lots of room in our lungs for that oxygen. We need that for our muscles to be strong. So here we go. I'm going to very, very carefully take my knees at the same time. My legs are bent, and I'm going to roll onto the one hip and see how far I can go without taking the opposite shoulder blade off the floor. So I roll. Now I can feel it coming off the floor on the left side since I'm rolling to the right. So I'm just going to hold it there for 10 seconds. If you can roll further and keep that opposite shoulder blade stuck to the mat or the floor, good. That's my goal. Okay, slowly come back to center. Let's try it the other way. So I'm going to roll to the left, keep my legs in that position, 90-90. Down I go. Now pay attention to your opposite right shoulder blade. Is it stuck to the floor? Yep. Am I using my arms? Not much. I'm just using them to balance myself. And I'm holding it for 10 seconds. But don't let that opposite shoulder blade come off the floor. And back to center. And we'll put our feet down for a little rest and take a breath in through our nose. Suck the belly into the spine. Just checking to make sure that the diaphragm is working. But when I do this, I have enough problems just doing the roll and trying to concentrate on my opposite shoulder blade. I try to breathe comfortably, which means in through the nose and out through the mouth. But as I get better at it, with more mobility and more stability and more range of motion, I'll be able to focus a little bit more on my breathing. But one more time, legs come up, 90-90, 90-90 at the knee, 90-90 at the hip, and 90-90 at the ankles. Okay, so my legs are apart a little bit. They could be together, but I'm going to roll to the right and glue my left shoulder blade to the mat. And as I'm rolling to the right, I'm going to take my head and turn it to the left too. So my left shoulder blade is stuck. My head is turned in that direction. My legs have rolled. I'm on my right hip and everything's stuck. My shoulder blades are down both sides. 10 seconds. Back. Okay, I'm going to roll the other way. So here I go. I roll to the left. Shoulder blade on the right is stuck. And my head turns to the right. And I hold it in that position. Everybody's different. So your legs might be lower than mine or maybe not as far. Keep them apart a little bit. Keep the 90-90-90 going and breathe comfortably. 10 seconds. Up, down. One breath to finish it off. That diaphragm is important to every move we ever make. To keep the pain away from my lower body, especially from my knees down to my feet, I need to work the knees, which works the quads and the hamstrings, the calf muscles, ankle muscles, feet muscles. I need to work all those. And instead of having an exercise for each one, I like walking up, whether it's walking up a steep hill, walking up steps, but walking up. It'll work all those muscles at the same time. So I'm going to do a few little variations on the steps here, but watch, do them with me, find yourself some steps, whether you have any in your house or whether you have to wait until you're somewhere else where you have steps, but work the steps, work the walking up. You can hold on to a railing if you want to, or just walk up the steps. Does going down help? You bet. But walking up does most of the work. Most of the muscles work the hardest when you're walking up. Okay? I'm going to take some bigger steps. I'm going to step up and then skip a step. But when I come down, I'm coming down each step 1 foot at a time. Maybe I hold on to the railing, maybe I won't. Okay? Try it again, just ordinary stepping up. Step, 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 and then back down. Step, 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 step. Do you have to worry about what muscles you're working? No. You just want to have no pain in the lower part of your body from the knees to the feet. And that's how you do it. Now, let's try this one. We're going to go up a couple of steps here so you can see. I'm going to stand sideways on the steps. Take the outside leg and lower it so the heel is below the step that I'm standing on. But I don't want to bend this leg. So I'm not going like this, bending my leg. Nope, I'm keeping the leg that's supporting me, that's on the step here, keeping it really straight. The knee is almost locked. And then I'm lowering with my hip I'm lowering my outside leg so that the heel is below the step that I'm standing on. Does that make sense? Right. I'm standing up straight too, nice and tall. I'm just lowering this hip. So this hip here on the inside is higher than the other one. I'll turn around and do it this way so you can see. So this leg here goes lower. So this inside leg has a higher hip. And I hold it there for 10 seconds. Good. I'll do it again on this side. So I'm standing on the step. I'm holding on until I don't fall, but I want my posture nice and tall and straight. Outside leg, heel goes lower than the step that I'm standing on. And the leg that's doing the supporting, this inside leg here, is nice and straight. Try it this way. Just 10 seconds. Stand up nice and tall. Good. And then the last little exercise here is to do some heel raises. So I'll turn around so you can see me. The heels are hanging over the edge. My feet are shoulder width apart. I'm just going to go up in the balls of my feet and on my toes and hold it there for 10 seconds. And then when I come down, I'm going to lower my heels a little lower so I can feel it in the arch. There's pressure on the arch in the middle of the bottom of my feet. Again, up. Balls of the feet, toes, do the work. Heels are nice and high. And after 10 seconds, lower the heels a little bit below the steps. You'll feel it in the arch a little bit. There's pressure there for 10 seconds. If you don't like using the steps for that part, you can just stand, turn sideways, feet shoulder width apart. On the balls of my feet, lift my heels up. Stand nice and tall. 10 seconds. And then when you come back down, back on your heels, lift your toes up and the balls of your feet up. I'm still standing up nice and tall. I'm holding onto a railing so I don't fall over. And again, heel is off the ground. 10 seconds, and then balls of the feet and toes are off the ground. You can do this anywhere, standing anywhere, just hold on to something and do this while you're waiting for someone or something to keep your day moving. Right? Heel, toe, heel, toe, right? 10 seconds in each position. All right, you've got it. Remember, it's all about going up